Music. Where's our music, Jesse? What happened? I thought we had welcome music, man. Come alive.
But you told me it's too loud.
You just got to put it on for a second because this is going to get going here. This is going to get hot. Everybody, welcome to the Come Alive ER Shred call, where we share testimonials and celebrate people, and where we learn about what this ER Shred thing is all about. ER Shred was born of a personal health crisis that I was suffering in about May, June of this year, and it completely turned my health around and changed my life. And Crystal, look at how beautiful you are. My gosh. Oh my gosh. You are so gorgeous. I'm just looking, I look at Crystal and I look at the video of Crystal and I go, oh my gosh, how did I get this woman to marry me? It's like literally Beauty and the Beast going on here. Anyways, guys, we're going to celebrate some people. Lenny's going to inject lots of passion and energy into us. And all I want to say is that I'm humbled. Crystal and I are so humbled that you're all on the call and that you are considering the ER Shred or you're experiencing the ER Shred. We're so humbled. Did you have anything you want to say?
Not at the moment.
Not at the moment. But guys, thank you. Just thank you so much. And our mission is just to help people with this concept because of what it's done for us. Our personal health. We just want to share that forward so badly. We want to change the world. That's what we want to do. We want to change the world.
Yeah.
So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and let Lenny kick us off. And then after Lenny, we're just going to call out a few names that people have volunteered and said they want to share. If you want to share your testimonial, Jesse will coach you on how to do that before we start that section. But just go in the chat and say, I'd love to share if we don't know already. I know a handful, I know 5 or 6 that have volunteered beforehand, but if you're one of those people out there that hasn't had a chance and you want to share your testimonial, then please go ahead and let us know. That'd be awesome. All right, Lenny, are you out there?
I am here, brother. Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes. Hi, Lenny. How are you?
Hey, it's so good to see you guys. I'm so grateful to be here. I'm so humbled to be here. And, you know, when I first found out about this from you, Sean and Crystal, and I started seeing some commotion going on, a little bit of vibration coming out from y'all's area, whatever was going on. And I just looked at that and I said, I want some of that. It was like something that I wanted, but I wrote this down. I was so skeptical. I've tried everything. 16 years doing this. So I did what every good skeptic does, right? I had to test it for myself. Just drop that right there. Like if you have, oh, you guys, you got to get excited about doing the test and proving to yourself and knowing what could happen for you. So me in my first 11-day ER shred, 9 pounds shredded, 11 inches shredded, brain fog shredded, flab shredded, bloat shredded. You guys, I'm whatever. Like I am freaking myself out right now. Come on, like what? I'm walking around with confidence. It's like I took an e-shot of confidence. That's what happens when you fulfill the mission of the 11-day ER shred, and anyone can do it for 11 days. So I know my story's over for now, but I have much more to say later. So I am super feeling like I got shot out of a cannon. I haven't felt like this telling my story since the beginning of like the first Isagenix universities, you guys. I feel something magical. Sean, let's go.
Whoa!
Oh man, I love
Love that,
guy.
Lenny.
I love that guy. Okay, guys, Lenny set a good tone, so that's pretty exciting. Hey, I'm going to go ahead and ask for the first person. If she's not out there, it's all good, but try to unmute Shelly Johnson if you're out there. We'll give her a minute, and if she doesn't unmute, I'll move on to the next, and she can try later. You out there, Shelly?
Can you hear me?
Hey, Shelly.
Hey. Crystal gave me permission to do this topless, but I was like, next time, like, give me one more shred, and I'm like, well, boom. Okay, so my story, 3 years ago, I was a CrossFit coach. I was like hella fit. And then I left the religion of my upbringing. I got divorced and I came out of the closet, and it rocked me. So I ate my feelings a lot, like we do. And I mean, like, not eating broccoli feelings. I'm talking like chili dogs and all the sugarholic right here. And then I gained 40 pounds, boom, and a good 40 pounds in 3 years, feel gross. Went out just a few weeks ago to see my dad and my mom. My dad's kind of lost his mind, and we put them in a senior facility. And to see my dad like a mess, you know, in the end of his life, and just can't think straight, just foggy and getting OCD and stumbling. And, you know, he's like 75, and I'm going, shit, I don't want that. I don't want that. And I ate trash the entire 3 weeks in Utah because I was stressed. And I came home and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. I'm done. And, you know, I've kind of seen Sean and Crystal both post here and there because I lurk a little bit. And I decided, like, hell, I'm going to give it a shot, right? I'm going to go for it and see what happens, because I haven't had the motivation to do anything else yet. I've tried this and that, and it's, you know, doesn't work. Or I couldn't stick to it. And I feel like I had to hit rock bottom and just feel like trash and say, I'm done. I am done. I have a good 40 years left in me. I'm going to crush it. And so I am on the day one of the last 2 cleanse days of my first 11 shred. There's your numbers for you. Math.
So
Calculators.
are you on about day 10? Is that right?
Yes, that's the easier way to say it. Thanks. Mathy, I can tell. Things I have noticed, I've lost 9 pounds, but it's a good 9. You know, it's not a starvation 9. I haven't remeasured yet. Brain fog gone. And I think about my dad and I'm like, yeah, I don't ever want to be there with the brain fog. I'm not sluggish anymore. I used to nap every single day. With my job, my girlfriend and I podcast, and we would have to podcast around my energy, which, and it's a healthy energy, not a high low. I mean, there's a big difference. I just feel so much better, and I'm going, I wish I would have found this a long time ago, but maybe I wasn't ready, and I'm mentally in the space where I was ready, and I'm crushing it, and I'm going to keep on crushing.
You are.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
You are crushing
That's
it.
so awesome.
I love that.
Yeah.
And I love what we're learning about intermittent fasting. And Adam posted something about how, I think it was on like hour 54, and there's this autophagy or autopathy or something like that. And healthy cells, actually scientifically, it's proven that they go to, Jesse, I'm not going to steal your thunder. I'm not going to talk about that. Jesse's the nutrition guy. He'll talk about that at the end. But anyway, thank you so much.
Yeah, Shelly, that was awesome.
All right, Bob Seavright. You out there, Bob?
I got to unmute myself. Am I there?
Bob.
Hey, Bob.
Hiya.
How are you? Hey, Lenny stole my thunder. But the first story I have to share is Sean. I hope I'm showing you some appreciation and some love now. Sean was on a call with me, and he's like, if for those that don't know me, Peter Greenlaw introduced me 16 years ago. This is my wonderful wife, Allison, who I met through Isagenix. She joined Isagenix in 2012. We were just married 2018, so coming up on 2 years. But no, as far as this ER shred, somebody had 3 years. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know. I'm sorry.
Brain fog. No,
it's not brain fog. I'm just getting younger every day. My story is that Peter brought me in, and I was the biggest skeptic. Peter will talk about it. I just gave him a very, very hard time about this, but thankfully I said yes. Sat on my 3-9 days, finally did them in March of 2004. I had an awakening like Lenny, and I got very excited, but I didn't believe in the industry. So I only said, Peter, I'm going to send you a bunch of referrals. And luckily enough for me, he threw them down below me, and he slowly roped me into this gig. Fast forward, I'm like Sean. I was never having any issues with the shakes, but I had bloat and I had some digestive issues that I guess I just thought that was just life and just accepted it. And I cleansed all the time, and, you know, I thought everything was good. Sean calls me up and I'm skeptical and literally said, I got to study this. And he's like, dude, can't you show me some love? Can't you and Peter show me some love and just trust me on this? So the good news, he sent me a video. First, I read this book, Fat and Cholesterol Don't Cause Heart Attacks. Great book. This one was the best book, The Big Fat Surprise. Amazing book. So for any of you analytical questioning types, and I would say if you read this and I said, okay, I'm in. I'm on day 11. Actually, no, this is day 12. We're on our first steak feast day. Had a nice ribeye this evening, or just about a couple hours ago. Yeah. My story, I lost 11 pounds. I lost 10 pounds in the first 4 days, which is really odd for me. I never lost that much in 4 days. I just lost another pound for the rest of the week, but all the bloat is gone. My testimonial is just like Lenny's. Now, for the old timers or anybody on here who has never tried this, trust me in that I am the biggest skeptic. Not only did I trust Sean, I had to read 2.5 books, spoke to doctors, and then had to call up Tony and Randy Escobar and beg them for their opinion on this. That said, this is the easiest cleanse in 16 years. I don't know how Lenny feels about it, but no downtime. My day 1 of the cleanse was literally like a day 2. I didn't have any of the cravings. Energy through the roof. I just thought of this after I had dinner. This is terrible for BIA sales, ER shredders. Terrible probably for E-shot sales. It's good for toothpick sales. Obviously eating all that steak. But Sean, couldn't thank you more for introducing this. I am fired up, probably more fired up than Lenny is. I've got Peter Greenlaw on board. He's the most stubborn SOB in the nice way that we know. And he now finally realizes it only because of the power and the energy of this group. So I can't wait to hear the other testimonials, but you have to give this a shot.
Bob, I think you came alive, man.
Thank you, Bob. It's so fun to see you this way. Yay! Yeah, he did.
Oh,
He come alive.
This
Bob
guy.
started before me, so I'm a little bit like later into it. But it's unbelievable how the cravings just go away. It's just like you're not even remotely tempted. And even in this last cleanse, this is the first cleanse in 8.5 years that I haven't used the Isagenix because I didn't need it. And that was crazy to me. I so far am down 1.3% body fat and up in muscle, and I'm seeing muscle in where I just haven't seen it in years and years in my abdomen, because I went through many abdominal surgeries in the last few years. I had just sort of I'm gonna get emotional, but I just sort of accepted that that's just what it was gonna look like, and I'm seeing my abs and seeing changes in my body. And it's a longer process because I've been through a lot with medicines, and it is a longer process, and I'm pushing through. I have had nausea. I have not felt great at times, but then I have like these moments where I feel amazing and I have all this energy. I'm coming out of my skin and I can see the end of the tunnel. It's there. So for anybody who may be feeling that way, just keep pushing through.
Thank you, Alex.
The changes in Bob, I don't think I've ever seen him like this. He's like on fire. So it's been amazing, and I just thank you guys so much for all your love and support through all this, and really wanting to see people succeed. And it's just been amazing, just feeling all that. Thank you.
You guys
Thank you,
have no
Allie.
idea how much we love you. We love you so much. You guys
Yeah.
are such good
Oh,
friends
that was
to
so
us.
awesome to hear that.
Okay, whoa, that's goosebumps. Goosebumps let's have Adam Sisk go. So I know he's queued up. He's ready to go.
Hey guys, what's happening? Adam Sisk from the East Coast of Maryland. I'm on day 10 of my first ER shred. I've been with Isagenix for 4.5 years, and I've done the program as suggested by Isagenix, and then as suggested by Peter Greenlaw, and both have been great. Both were great, but this is the first time that I've really ever felt satisfied during the entire so far 10 days, right? So I feel satiated. My cravings, as the first person was talking about, and the second and third, just gone. I mean, really just gone. I made a post yesterday. I have 4 kids. a 7-year-old, a 5-year-old, and 5.5-month-old twins. So my stress levels are, as you can imagine, crazy. Having twins during any year, but a pandemic year is wow, right? So, but when and let me go back a little bit, Sean. During that time, man, I was searching for another shock to, my business, my Isagenix business, as well as you were dealing with some things, and I was praying every day, because my team was whatever, and everybody didn't know what to do. And then I started seeing your lives again and your posts, and I was like, I got to try this out. And I just fell in love with your energy about it, and your authenticity and your genuineness about it. And so I did it, and back to where I am today, day 10, first time ever I've stuck with it. I mean, literally, full disclosure, first time ever I've really stuck with it. And I'm 44 years old. Okay. I had both of my knees replaced at 36. I've had 3 back surgeries and a shoulder surgery. I used to play professional baseball. It's long life ago, but I deal with chronic pain and chronic inflammation daily, guys. And I'm not making any medical claims here. And let your body do what it's supposed to do. Feed it correctly, eliminate the culprit foods, as Sean says, and then eat them separately. Sean, I really love what you said about that. Don't eat 2 different things at the same time. You might confuse, whatever. And guys, I feel amazing. I've got the mental clarity. I've got no more brain fog. The weight, I don't have an issue with weight. It is what it is. But I haven't felt this good, literally, I can't remember when. I mean, Isagenix made me feel great. Okay. Not dogging their protocols. And I'm not saying this is anything different than that, but it is a little bit different. But it just makes sense. Figure out what's messing you up. I'm a chips guy. I'm a pretzels guy. I'm a carb guy, but yesterday, there was pizza on the counter. Didn't even bother me. So anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be a part of this new group, not new group, but this group, because I need it most. My team needs it. My wife needs it. And it's such a breath of fresh air. And I just love it. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
Thank you.
God.
Oh, that was awesome.
Good looking guy too. Adam, thank you so much, man. You're amazing. You've been helping a lot of people too. So thank you for that, for your unselfishness and for kind of seeing the bigger vision that there's just people that need help. So thank you so much for that. Wow. Jesse, I'd love it if you just jump in real fast, because I forgot to have you just take a minute and tell people, about medical, just so that, and you didn't do anything wrong, Adam. You didn't say anything medical, but I forgot to do that part.
Yeah, it was perfect.
Rewind. Obviously, when we share testimonials, these are individual people's testimonials. These are certain experiences that these people have. Everyone's going to be different. We do not treat, prevent, cure, or magically have a magic fairy that comes down and gets rid of disease. So we want to make sure that we say that. Again, these are people's stories, real results from real people that they're experiencing. And in a little bit, we'll explain to you why this is happening and the power of this. But we just want to make sure that we put that out there.
Thank you, Jesse. Okay, how about Joni? I don't know if you plan on sharing, but you're there, and I know you're not shy.
That's not true. I'm better behind a text than I am video. Well, thank you again, Sean and Crystal, for giving us this, amazing opportunity. And I think my last post that I did with the 3 different days, I'm a crier, Shelly, wherever you are, was a real awakening for me. I did this 4 years ago, started 4 years ago, and I had amazing results, but have consistently kind of gotten a little off track. And so when I saw this, I thought, kind of like Adam was saying, this is my opportunity. And Lenny, I'm skeptical, but I trust Sean, because I Sean and Crystal. The biggest thing that I took away from this and that I emphasize with my team, you must take your before pictures and you must weigh and measure. I always considered myself the fat girl. So even when I look in the mirror, I don't change. So when I took the photos, I got to see the transformation and I started to believe in myself again. And I cannot tell you, even though I'm crying, they're happy tears because, like all of you that came before me with testimonials, I feel amazing. I turned 61 this year. I feel like I have a new breath. And I actually yesterday started taking photos with my granddaughter. And I swore that I wasn't going to disappear from the holiday photos this year, that I want to be there in those pictures. And she's my why. So please encourage your people and yourselves to take the before pictures so that you can see how far you've come. And that's what keeps me motivated. So that's my tip.
Thank you, Joni.
Thank you, Joni. That made me emotional.
Sorry.
Beautiful, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you, Joni. Guys, this tonight is very heartwarming. I'm getting, oh, my heart is swelling. Is Nicole out there? Nicole Constanza. I don't know if she made it on. Can't remember if she was going to make it on. You there, Nicole? How about Bradley? Bradley, I don't remember how to say it. Is it C-A? C-A?
It's C. Bradley C.
Hey, Bradley, tell us how you're doing, buddy.
I'm on day 10 right now, 10 of 11. So I'm doing good. The first 5 days were very easy. 6 was good. 7, here's some TMI. I had like loose stool and stuff a little bit.
Sure.
But other than that, I felt great. Today I felt a little bit tired, but I don't know if it may be because of the stuff I have going on with at work, but I love it. Other than that, I'm my story is similar to Adam's. I have 5 kids and so I'm very busy and it's a little bit stressful at times, but I love it. I'm so glad I did something similar to this years ago. When I was in the military, I found out about Isagenix through Rick Whedon and Natasha. They're my sponsors. And then I got out of it. Well, a few years later, after I retired from the military, I had a doctor's appointment and it was told my cholesterol was high. And this was like, right at the beginning of the pandemic. And I was like, my wife and I both decided we wanted to get in shape. So we started our own little regime and working out and exercising and trying to eat well. And I told her I wanted to get back into Isagenix. I loved it when I was on it. So we both decided to do that. And I had also done meat and eggs diet before from some research I had done from Vince Gironda. I don't know if you've ever heard of him, but he came up with a meat and eggs diet years ago. And I had done that before also. So when I heard all the information that you and Jesse were putting out and saw all the results and Crystal with her skin clearing up and all these great things, I was like, I'm going to try that. I know it's got to be perfect for me because that is my kind of, I loved it when I loved the meat and eggs diet when I did it. And I love Isagenix. So those two added together is just the perfect combo for me. So
that's awesome, man. Have you lost any pounds and inches?
So I started the IsaBody challenge before I started the ER shred.
Right.
And I was trying to get some weight back up after my first normal 11-day I did. So I was, when I started day 1 of the ER shred, I was at 177. And I think yesterday I was at 170. So I didn't do any measurements or anything. I kind of stay off the scale as, quite a bit. I kind of just go off of how I feel, but I'll definitely the next round. I plan on doing the ER shred three times in the 11-day 3 times in a row, and see where I'm at there. So
That's awesome, Bradley. Thank you,
Oh,
man.
thank you.
Congratulations.
Mhm.
What about Lisa Cohen? Is it Lisa Oken? Lisa Oken, you out there?
Yes, I'm here.
How we doing, Lisa?
We're doing good.
I know you.
What's that?
I know you. You're awesome.
I know you too. I miss your parents.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, I just finished the 11-day yesterday. My husband and I both finished yesterday, and I am down 8 pounds and 7.5 inches. And my husband's down 10 pounds. And we were trying to figure it out because he had started before this on the ice on following the 30-day. And he's down about, I think it was about 15, 16 inches.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That's exciting. Have you know, go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we have a wedding in 7 weeks, so we got goals here.
Yeah.
What about what I was going to say was, what have you noticed in terms of control? Have you noticed about your mood, things like that?
The mood is great. Kind of keeps us like pretty even. Definitely a lot of energy. Definitely a lot of clarity. This is pretty awesome. Like, I've never eaten meat like this. First of all, it's my first time ever having grass-fed. So that's been fun. Actually, I was going to post something that I found today in Costco that people might really like.
Yeah.
So I'm going to post that. I took a picture of it, but it's been fun. Yeah. I remember first going to Doris Market and I was looking at grass-fed, and then I've kind of been looking around for different things, and it's been good. And the butter, of course, I've never used butter in forever, and using a little butter, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
Knowing that it's healthy, it's good. But I've been doing Isagenix for like over 12 years.
Wow.
So it's been a long time.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
But it's awesome. I'm loving this journey.
Yeah.
That's great.
Highly recommend it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for all that you do. Thanks for inspiring us.
Thank you, Lisa.
Yep.
Okay. We probably have time for maybe 3 more if they're about 2 minutes apiece. What about Nicole Constanzer? You there, Nicole? Rhonda Collier. Oh, did someone say something?
Hi, it's me.
There she is. Hi, Nicole.
Hi, everyone. How you doing?
Good to see you. By the way, I'm going to have Nicole on our podcast at some point because her story is, she can't share it in 2 minutes, but she's going to share her ER shred thing in 2 minutes. But her story is unlike anything you've ever heard, really, overall. But go ahead, Nicole.
Thank you, Sean. Yeah, hi, everyone. Again, my name is Nicole. I am a nutritionist and a personal trainer. And just real quickly, I'm someone that has lost 300 pounds. Lost 300 pounds, yes. I used to be over 450 pounds. And Isagenix has played a vital role in helping me reach my 300-pound weight loss goal, keep it off for the first time in my life, for the longest I ever have. And my loose skin is toned up and my mental health has gotten so much better. Yeah, enter this ER shred thing. And I told Sean that I at first I was like, I really didn't want to do this because I was on a bunch of diets my whole life. And that's kind of how I got to over 450 pounds, because I was on all these diets that would fail. I would binge, I'd gain twice as much back. That was kind of my cycle. So I have a lot of people that come to me from like keto and other fad diets and things like that. And I kind of thought that that was what this was at first, you know, but I decided to give it a shot because it did make a lot of sense as far as the incubation and things like that. And you guys, I was just blown away by my results. I'm really glad that I had an open mind and I understood the elimination reset part of it. And I knew that I needed a little something, you know. This year's been rough on all of us. I'm sure I'm not the only one. And oh my gosh, just the results, the energy, everything. I just loved it, and I've honestly kind of continued it a little bit. You know, I'm doing a lot of shred shake days. You know, I'm maybe not as strict as the 11-day. I was in the 11-day, but I keep doing it because I feel good. You know. And I'm also an athlete. I'm a competitive fighter. And I noticed too, I need a lot of energy for my workouts and things like that. So, and I'm just, like I said, I'm blown away. I'm really glad that Sean and Crystal shared this with me. And I'm really glad that I was open to it. And yeah, I mean, it's amazing. And I'm glad I tried it.
Yeah, you're
Wow.
you're a real life superhero.
Yeah,
and
what a story. Thank you.
yeah, we're gonna dig into that story
Yeah,
at
I
some
wanna
point.
hear more.
It's gonna be really life-changing for a lot of people. Rhonda Collier, are you out there? I don't know if she made it on. Rhonda?
I know Janelle was ready to go.
Janelle, you out there?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you,
All right.
Lenny.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I did a really good job sharing my story in the shower this morning, and now my heart is beating out of my chest. So I apologize if I'm shaky, but you know, I am on day 10 of my second shred, pretty much the whole month of October. I've been doing it. It's kind of feels like a lifestyle at this point. This year ended a 24-year abusive marriage in February. So 2020 for me, all through this pandemic, has been an exercise in figuring out who I am, trying to find self-esteem again, and also taking care of my physical health, because weight has been a problem for me my whole entire life. So weight loss throughout this year has been good for me. It's been I've been getting better, and I started my first ER shred for the physical. I wanted to get to my goal. I wanted to, it just sounded amazing, and I wanted to do that. But it turned out to be something completely different. I have lost 4 pounds. I have lost 4% body fat, but I'm not the same woman I was a month ago. I'm not. And during this shred, the second one, I went out and bought a completely new wardrobe. I have been able to look in the mirror and call that woman sexy and actually believe it for the first time in my entire life. And I really feel that eating this way, and you know, we talk about how it lifts your mood, it makes you feel clear. It goes deeper than that. There's a spiritual aspect that just allows us, I feel like, to remember who we are and to really this vibrance that everybody has. This is it's more than just physical. This is I'm losing my words right now, but I don't have the words to describe how amazing this has been for me. I do not feel like the same person I was a month ago. And if anybody is struggling just even emotionally with any kind of just mental things, and I'm not talking about like diagnosable things, I'm just talking about like, you know, feeling like you don't know what your purpose is in life, feeling like you really want to just go out there and find out who you are. It's so silly. I don't even know how to explain why eating this certain way has done this to me, but it has. And I'm just so grateful for everything that led me to here.
Oh man, I think that's.
I love that, Janelle. Thank you. I totally agree. It is absolutely more than just the physical results. Like there is more to it. There's some depth there for sure.
Wow. We're going to wrap up these testimonials for now. I feel bad because there's other people that want to share. So if you guys would be willing, any of you that didn't get to share, if you'd be willing to record a 2 to 3 minute video and get that to us, we'd really appreciate it. We wanted to give everyone a chance to share that hadn't before, and I think we got most of those, so that was very great. Thank you so much, Janelle, because I think that was the perfect way to segue into Jesse. Our friend Jesse is a certified nutrition coach. He's an ultra marathoner, a bodybuilder. He's a member of Team Isagenix. And I would dare say that more than anyone that we've been working with around this ER Shred, more than anyone, he's just shown up, and he's shown up big, really big. Thank you, Jesse. So Jesse's going to take over right now, and he's going to just teach us why this is working and how it works. And so Jesse, take it away.
What's up, buddy? Oh man, how do you go after these crazy testimonials? I've been coaching for literally over 12 years, helping people feel amazing, what I call fuel your body for performance, because I myself got stuck at one point in time. And I think everybody gets stuck at one point in time, no matter how much you learn, even in the nutrition industry, the fitness industry, there's so much out there that even if you know what you know, you still get confused. And I'll tell you from just experience of doing this, you know, a little over a month now, like I have trouble sleeping. This is firing me up. And, you know, I got to be honest with you, when Sean called me, I didn't say no. But I did say, whoa, brother, I gotta give me a day to sleep on this and let me ponder, because my brain's a science brain and I had to make it make sense. And, you know, I've learned vegetables and carbs and no sugar, fat, this, that, the other, just like everybody else. Right. And when it just clicked for me, I was like, this is actually genius. And I don't even know if Sean is saying, put it all together, but they just had these amazing results. And I'm so thankful to be a part of this with you guys. But here's the thing, guys, you know, ask yourself the question, why in the world do we need the ER Shred? Well, I'm going to ask you a simple question. Take a look around the world. Take a look every single time you go out. People are freaking hurting. People look way older than they're supposed to look. People are overweight. People are stressing. People have bad juju, like I like to call it, inside their body. And you got to remember that there's literally 11 million people that die every single year from a bad diet, right? In 10 years, 83 million Americans are going to have 3 or more chronic diseases. Cripes, right now, a lot of people have 2 or more. So there is not a better time than right now on why the ER Shred is so needed. And it's such a simple concept. Like, these testimonials are so touching. Like I'm sitting here like you, Sean, like my heart feels like it's growing. You know, I care so much about people's health because I believe health is our greatest wealth. Without health, you have nothing else. Let that sink in, because without health, you have nothing else. I don't care how much money, I don't care what you got. Without health, you have no wealth. And, you know, the ER Shred for me is like to hear these results and see these results. You see, I believe that the human body is the most fascinating thing that's ever been created. And if you study the human body, you'll understand we got this muscular system and cardiovascular system and endocrine system and immunity and brain and heart and lungs. And do you understand how fascinating this is? But the problem is that for years and years and years, we've polluted that temple of ours. We've clogged it. We've not changed the oil. We've not put in the right gas, right? We've been confused. We've been told this and told that. And the beautiful thing about the ER Shred, and I stress this to everybody that I talk to, this is not a diet. This is not keto. This is not steak and eggs. This is not that. This is a beautiful combination of a magical synergy that comes together from 4 different components that I've broken it down to. I've added an extra one. Sean, you know, we've talked about this before. But here's what it is, guys. If you look in functional medicine, if you look in holistic medicine, the number one, the creme de la creme, the platinum of it all, to understand food allergies is an elimination diet. It's really the only way. You see, some people are eating things, and these things could be veggies. You know, I had a talk with my sister. She's not on, so I'll share this story. But she said, Jesse, I eat salad and it just comes right out the other end. I go, so you mean that you're pooping lettuce? And she's like, yes. And I'm like, well, that doesn't sound very pleasing. And I have a very bad visual now for the rest of the day. Thank you very much. But I just need you to understand that this is not about demonizing vegetables or carbohydrates, good carbohydrates and good food, good fuel, energy that fuels the body. This is about elimination, because It's the gold standard. And if you want to get to the root cause of what's causing you issues with food, an elimination diet is the best way that you can do that. You remove the things that have been proven to cause inflammation and acidity in the body. If you got that going on, it's not a good thing, right? We're going to keep it really simple and basic so everybody can follow along, right? It's not good. So we eliminate the soy, the gluten, the sugar, the high fructose corn sugar, the processed carbohydrates, the chemically filled food, I call it food-like substances that you find on our shelves today that are made in a laboratory. And we give this body back, this machine that needs vitamins and minerals and nutrients, and we give it, we flood it. You see, this is not like a typical thing where we just eliminate and take away. We're flooding at the same time. But that's component number one, is the elimination aspect. And let me tell you something, it will rock your world, as so many of you are finding out. Number two is we utilize an amazing partnership with a company called Isagenix that's been around for 18 years. There is so much science. Guys, if you have been in this industry, you will understand there is not science like this. There is not peer-reviewed published research on, you know, things like cellular intermittent fasting and there is fasting, but not like the Cleanse for Life and the shakes that we use. There's not a company that does these independent studies and gives up first right of refusal and allows these things to be published. So we partner and we integrate the elimination plus intermittent fasting, which now is mainstream, right? It's mainstream because the medical world is now realizing the massive benefits of this. And we utilize this beautifully formulated botanical, right? Thank you, Tony, right? That, you know, supports the body, supports the liver, supports our systems on a cellular level while our body does what we're designed to do. Get rid of the junk. Everybody always says, my liver, I don't need to cleanse. I'm like, well, your liver's full of fatty deposits right now. It's a little junked up, right? So we utilize this system in fasting, and we're gonna regulate the hormones. We're gonna attack things like, you know, ghrelin, hunger hormones. We're gonna rebalance things. We're gonna have our body produce more things like HGH for skin, for hair, for nails, for immunity. Your body is doing this. We're just giving it the tools that it needs to make sure that it happens, right? So we utilize that cleanse day. That's number two. Number three is we have access to, in my mind, the world's best superfood. You have to understand that I have not gone a day in 6 years without putting 2 of these bad boys in my body. A lot of times it's 3 times a day to support, you know, ultra running and keeping lean muscle and doing everything that I do. The Isoline Pro Shake. This thing is a macronutrient balanced meal. You do not need to add anything to it to make it a complete macronutrient meal. The proteins, the carbs, the fats, the balanced sugars, right? And the beautiful thing with this company is that I wish I did, but they've injected, right, amazing hormones that aid in absorption and digestion. So science has explained to us that if we take that shake with the proteases in it, the 5 different proteases and different enzymes, and we heat that shake in 100 degree to 80 to 100 degree water, we can activate that protease and allow it to actually do its job inside the cup, which is why we incubate these shakes, right? So we are taking net protein utilization up 350%, which means that we're leaving very, very little waste inside of our body for our body to do it. We're also breaking things down into the simplest form of amino acids, and our body is just sucking that up. So when you combine the elimination, the cleanse days, the Isoline shakes, along with meat, right? Oh, gosh, meat. People are like, oh my God, I got to eat beef. Like, you understand beef has been demonized by people who just don't want you to buy beef. If you're getting factory farmed and you're getting cows that are getting fed corn and soy, and yeah, that's going to jack up the cow. But if you're getting good quality meat, this stuff is, number one, very satiating. It's very filling, right? Which is what that is. And you're going to eat as much as you want, along with grass-fed butter. There is nothing in my mind that's harmful about something like this, because you're fueling the body. This is not starving the body. This is not pulling away so many calories that you're breaking down lean muscle. You see, on an average diet, you're not actually losing visceral body fat. You're probably losing lean muscle, which is why you're bouncing back. And you've heard it from people's testimonies. I'm going to keep going. This is a great lifestyle. This is easy. I feel so full, right? These are the things that we get back because we're not injecting that mentality. We're using science. We're using amazing things combined together to get you those best results. And the fourth thing that it is that we do, which I think is one of the most powerful things that we have, is community. We have a group of 19,000 people. There is many people that just shared a testimonial that I've seen post in this group like, hey, I'm struggling. And within a matter of a minute, you got like 20 people that are flooding. Don't you dare give up. I was there. It gets better. You can do it. We're going to make it, right? And it's a camaraderie. It's a team. Like if you've ever played team sports, Adam can tell you this, like it is something that just like, it jacks you up. It jacks you up and infuses you. Like you feel like you can't let not just yourself down, but the team down. And we have a community of just amazing people. We have doctors, we have nutritionists, we have formulators, we have herbalists. We have a group of people that care so much about helping other people, and everybody is there to support each other. So you have these four amazing things that combine together. So it's not a surprise to me that people are coming alive and we're shedding this, because we're bombarded by toxins every day. You know, I've been living this lifestyle for 20 years of my life. I've been practicing it to get to where I'm at today. And I'm at a point where I still regularly cleanse every single month. Why? Because I'm sucking in all these toxins. I'm getting them through the largest organ in my body, which is my skin. You're constantly getting this in. And then as an athlete, you're creating free radicals. You're breathing in more stuff. So this is not something that's like the ER shred, 11 days. That's the beginning. That's the beginning for you, because you need to flood your body every day with micronutrients. Isoline Pro. You need to cleanse the toxins out because they never stop coming. They're in the air, the water, the food, the stuff you touch, the gasoline, the products that you're using to clean your house, literally everywhere, and you don't think about it. So you have a tool that you can constantly go back to keep the body performing at peak optimal levels. And you have superfood to fuel you. Then you have this power of choice. You get to baseline and you are now back in control, like so many of you have shared. You are in control. Do you understand how that changes your life? Look at Lenny. Look at Bob. They've come, they're like, holy crap, they don't get it. They've been doing this for so long. I know, I have too. It's crazy. It's freaking crazy, right? To watch this, because I have tried for so many years, over 20,000 hours of coaching people to get people to understand the power of food. And we are getting them to do that in 11 days, 11 days. And so the community you have, the access to the amazing science and nutrition, and the power that you can take with you to continue your health journey. This is not an 11-day diet, my friends. This is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. This is a community, and we will never let you down. We will show up for you every single day. You just show up for you and don't ever quit, and you hear the testimonials. So that's what I got, Sean. I'm ready to jump off my treadmill because I'm fired up, but that's why this works. This is the basics of health.
Oh man, I love that guy.
Yeah, Jesse, I love how you are so good at really laying it all out there, and the community aspect. Like every time you talk about the community, I get really like a little emotional. I'm like, you're right. Like we have such an amazing community, people to support you. And I just love how you say you are not alone. And don't you love to just surround yourself with this type of high vibe mentality and energy? And it just feels so good to be a part of this with all of you guys.
Absolutely.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. We're going to let Lenny close this out. You there, Lenny?
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my gosh, you guys, what a meeting. These are the meetings that I just dream about. Like you're just sitting there beaming, holding your heart, crying with everybody. You guys, good job. Look what you did. You did that. You used this system, and you can do it. Anyone you know can do the system. I just want to say, amen, Jesse, you're just such a breath of fresh air in this world of teaching us what's up scientifically. And Sean and Crystal, all you give us, it's just such a miracle. You guys, I feel something coming. I just want to share that right now. And Sean and I have had a lot of conversations, and it's this feeling like I know something. I know something that's coming, because I can see it, because I've already seen it. I already did it once. I had never been in network marketing. I got in 16 years ago, and it not only did the 9 days shoot me out of a cannon, like I felt like I'd come alive, but that's what happened to everybody. So I just want to say again, just watch what happens. This is a whole new way. Follow Sean and Crystal as they lead us in this new era of network marketing, where it's about blessing people, and then they come alive, and then they want to do it. And I didn't want to do it. I talked to you, Donna, today. She didn't want to do it. None of us wanted to do this as a business, but the profound results. And I wrote, business is born from results, period. The more profound and dynamic the results, the more dynamic the people are coming into your life. The business, it marinates, it swims in, it multiplies, and produces more of itself, all based on results. It's the most important thing. And now it's simple. 11 days, 33 meals, 26 of them come in the box. You're liable for 7 of yours, 7 meals. Just promise me you'll eat like a queen. You'll eat like a king. That's the promise. Then we'll show you the details. And they go, I could do that. That's what this is about, you guys. And Sean and Crystal, it's all, I believe that it's fate. And I believe that it's divine. And I just want you to know that I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm on day 10 of my second 11 day. And I've never felt like this before. I've never been able to I'm so sharp in my thinking. It's very miraculous, I think. And everybody deserves to feel this, you guys. I know you know, yeah. But it's John and Crystal. I just want to really always just honor you two for showing us. And it's hard to go first. It's hard to go first. That's the hardest shot. The second, that next got to dance, and the third got to dance, and now we're all going to be dancing. Like, that's all kind of fun, but it's all of you. It's all you all. This is going to resurrect a lot of people in Isagenix, all the people, but remember what it's going to do for the new generation. Just wait for it. Sean, Crystal.
I heard that. I love it.
Oh, man. Lenny, you bring out the best in my wife.
You do.
Good.
We love you, man. Thank you, everybody, for being on. Go to bodyalive.com. We changed the name to ER Shred, but if you go to bodyalive.com, it'll take you straight to the support group. And if you are new, get with the person that invited you to this, and they'll help you get started. And we'll do this again next week. And thank you to Jesse. It was incredible and informative. And to everyone who shared their testimonial, you are brave, you are wellness warriors, and in our opinions, you're all heroes.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
absolutely.
All right, everybody. Thanks again. Have a great night. We'll see you next
time.
See you in the group.
See you guys. Have a great night.
Where's the picture of us there?
Good night, everyone.
Thanks. Have a great night. Bye-bye.
Mhm.
Night.